Hey, what is going on, guys? Chocobo here, and welcome back to some Overwatch. I know we've had a little bit of a lull in the terms of the Overwatch gameplays and stuff like that. I've been trying to find people to play with, which is surprisingly a lot harder than you would think it is. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about Sombra. We're on the PTR server here. They do have the extra little game modes, so they have the arcade and the arcade. Yeah, they have the arcade, which has multiple game modes within it, which is why I said game modes. Aha. But there are apparently these like weekly rewards and stuff to encourage people to play it and junk like that. It looks like you get a loot box for doing these two and probably a third one over there. Pretty cool. Not exactly what I would want, but you know, that's totally fine. And I get that that's something that would be a lot of fun if you like to play the game just for funsies. But anyways, let's get into Sombra. I'm going to go over, of course, all the different things that she offers, except for the golden weapon, because that changes, and I don't want to, you know, waste the time for that. But she did come up. The only thing major in the patch notes for the super recent patch was that Pharah has like a 35% lift boost to her little hover thing. Before that, there was also a really minor patch. Let me see if I can actually pull it up, because I recently wrote this to Vic. And yeah, there was a D.Va ultimate cost reduction of 20%. The Widowmaker's Venom Mine no longer damages the player who placed it, and charge rate increased by 20% for what I'm assuming is the... I'm assuming that's the ult? I actually have no idea if that's the ult or not. It's either the charge rate of the scope or the ult. Then Pharah's rocket launcher minimum explosion damage has been increased to 25% instead of 12, and then minimum explosion knockback has been decreased to 0 instead of 75. And then Mercy also goes into regen mode with only 1 second. Now that change took place on October 22nd. The only reason why I bring up that patch is because of the fact that that was kind of like a slipped under the radar PTR patch, because the one before that was the one where they raised everyone's alt costs, and then Soldier had his buff, and Ana's nano boost no longer gives you super movement speed and stuff like that. So anyways, enough of that junk. Let's get into Sombra. Sombra, she has a bunch of different skins, 10 just like everyone else. These are the regular standard fair ones. Now, I'm not going to do the rotation for every character, but I figured I would let you at least see it once. So she has like a nice green one, an orange one, a blue one. I actually kind of like that one, but I don't like the way that her head looks. Glitch, which is very colorful and very bright. And then this one, which also is pretty bright, but not quite as bright. But I think this is probably my favorite of the basic ones. Then her legendary skins, she has two like this. This one, Azúcar, which I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm butchering it, please forgive me. Los Muertos, which is, of course, something that's lore-related. I don't know enough about the lore to say anything significant about it, but needless to say, it is lore. Augmented, which is the second one. This looks like Elsa's hair to me. I don't know if... It looks like she literally just cut off Elsa's hair and shoved it on her head. It looks exactly like... If you told me that was Elsa, like this was Elsa just in like cyberpunk clothing, I'd believe you. From this angle, I would believe you. But then this happens, and then I believe you less. Cyberspace, which is actually the one it's PTR, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one because I think it looks pretty darn cool. Let's go ahead and equip it because I don't really like the way she looks in her classic look. I don't think she looks horrible, but I don't think she looks quite as cool. I think this one looks pretty darn dope. So let's go with cyberspace for now. Emotes, we have the basic heroic stance. Then you have the amuse one, which is... I don't really like that one too terribly much. Hold on, which is hilarious. No. I did not order the pizza. Masterpiece, which just kind of has her stand up and give a little bow. Very cute. Victory poses, you have her heroic one, which is just that. Hacked, which is her just being like, I control yours. This makes it look like she's doing like a Sith Lord, like Force Lightning business. Kneeling, not that you'd ever see her that close or from any other angle besides up front, and then rising, which is kind of cool. And then we go on to the voice lines.
Where's the fun in playing fair? The pelos. Did you mean to do that? You're just a glitch in the system. Good one. Hack the planet. I think you're in over your head. Just squishing a bug. Mess with the best and die like the rest. Asústame, Panteón. You're taking this very seriously. Where's the fun in playing fair?
Alright. Then sprays, of course. She has her own kit of sprays. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but the ones that you get from achievements, which don't require you using credits or whatever else, or finding them from a box, are her cute sprays, which is, of course, done by something or another. And then let's see, where's the pixel art. These are the two they can get from achievements normally. Now, Hack the Planet achievement and Power Outage. I'm assuming this one's EMP related. I'm assuming this is using her hack ability. I'll confirm that actually in a minute because I think that would be something important for people to know. Highlight intros, of course. Here's her basic one. Pulse, which has her zipping around like this. If you gave her Elsa's hair and this was ice, I am sorry, but this is frozen. Undetected. Which is pretty cool. Like, that's a pretty dope one, honestly. But I think this one would take the cake for me, so we're just going to go ahead and pick that up just in case I do get to play the game, which I highly doubt. And then, of course, her gold gun, which... This is the only thing that I will say is that between even her regular skin, it only seems to appear to like mess with the trim, which is not unusual for Overwatch, but on her gun, it's not very like, it doesn't have a lot of golden gun to the golden gun, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping that they would do some of her hands, like her fingernails or tips or whatever you want to call them would turn gold, but no such luck. Oh, as I continue to die. Now, let's see here. I think if we can find achievements, she is an offense character, so let me see if I can find her. Hack the Planet. Hack 15 enemies without dying as Sombra in a quick or competitive play. So this should actually be really, really easy, and that gives you the pixel spray. And then Power Outage. Hack 6 enemies at once as Sombra in quick or competitive play. Now you might be like, well, this isn't that you have to EMP necessarily everyone, but you just have to make sure that I think you can get away with it as long as everyone's currently being hacked. So you can EMP like 4 or 5, then hack the other 1 or 2 maybe. 2 might be a little bit tricky. You might have to do like 1 and then EMP and then do another hack like right away. I think you can get away with it, but it's something along those lines. So either way, that's all good and dandy. Let's go ahead, try to hop into a game with her. Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, let us play. Oh dear play, let me find a Sombra lobby, as in let me be the first one to load. May my teammates all have potatoes for computers. You could give me like the top 6 players in the entire earth right now, but please give me a lobby where I can pick up Sombra. I know I don't have the fastest load, but please give me the Sombras. I just want to have it, or at least let me find a game. I mean, honestly, I would prefer to have Sombra and just have a longer queue time, but we're splitting hairs at this point. Come on, game, please search for the game. Give me what I want. Oh, game found. And this is what it is like, by the way. If you're on PC and you're like, I wonder what it's like to try to queue for Sombra PTR. Is it easy? Watch how ludicrous this is to freaking... What the fudge? LaBelle! Who are you even? Just dreams are dead. Dreams are all dead. Well, you know what? Tell you what, we'll be back after we do find a match where I can actually get into Sombra gameplay, because I am pretty set on getting you guys some of that, so barbskadoo. Alright guys, we very calmly and friendlily got Sombra. I didn't at all make any kind of weird yelling sounds or chanted like barbarian goatfish. No, we did this all fine and dandy. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about Sombra, she's currently listed as a 3-star difficulty. I think that might be a little bit overselling her. I think she's more of like a 2-star, but she is not someone that's too terribly easy, says someone who's never played her. Machine pistol, short-range automatic weapon. It's an SMG. It has like about the same range, I would guess, as like Tracer's gun. Translocator, which is throwing like a beacon, so Tracer can blink forward. She can kind of send her blink somewhere and then leave it there, and she can make that blink happen whenever she wants, but she has to throw it. Left shift is, of course, being able to just quickly go invisible, and then during this time, she's also super shady. You can see that bar decreasing there. You can't just stay it infinitely. Now, whoop. You can also do that, which is going to hack up that, that's going to hack up those little goatfish. Let me also throw in a little bit of damage here. Woo! She's low. And I've lost track of her. Let me go ahead. Whoop! And I did that wrong. Cry every time. But anyways, yeah, so she does have the hack ability, which is also shared between the health packs, so it's good whenever you're kind of in a lull, but not really good when you're in combat. And then she also has her ult, which is, it hacks everyone, and it also breaks down their shield. So your Reinhardt shield, your Winston shields, all that stuff goes away. This is particularly useful for people who have getaway skills, and also I do have a passive which lets me see when people are like super duper damaged, which is kind of handy. And also you can tell here, her clip is massive. The amount of shots in this gun is incredible. Like, it's actually kind of sickening how large it is. And also, she is sort of a counter to the Tracer. Aw, woof. Woof. You can tell here, I'm not doing too terribly well. I have to go ahead and get something going here. I'm also spamming F a lot right now, because I'm used to spamming F now from Infinite Warfare, which is not a good thing. But I'll get over it hopefully soonish. So let me go ahead and let me see. I'm going to ignore this. I'm also going to drop that back here. Whoa, crap. Darn it! I'm getting all my binds messed up here. Oh, I hacked everyone, but then I died. Alright, so getting back to the hang of things, I haven't been playing a whole lot of Overwatch, which is not really a good thing in this particular case. But I would imagine that you'd want, it's probably worth your time to throw one as soon as you spawn if you're playing like competitive or whatever. That sucked massively. Oh god. Alright, let's go this way, shall we? And then let me just kind of stealth run all the way around and about so I don't get absolutely shreked. And where is this nerd? Huh, okay, so you cannot unhack an enemy Sombra's hacked health pack. That's also good to know. And we got a little bit of a diva goatfish here. Okay, so you're not really looking at a whole lot of leeway in terms of... Oh, jeez. You're not offered a whole lot of leeway in terms of what you can get away with. Let's see what he can see here on his screen. Okay, so if you get real up close to them, they can see you actually fairly easily, but not really from far away. I think they said it was perfect invisibility as long as you're relatively far away, which is a pretty big deal.
Hey there.
Alright, let's see. So let's leave that there. Alright, and then let's blink backwards. So ideally, in that situation, I would have had... whoop! Whatchamacallit ready there. My hack, so I can prevent the Tracer from blinking and stuff, which is the really good thing. But, woof! Man, a rough start for my Sombra life. I thought she would play a little bit differently. Now, her left click does feel really good, actually. It feels really solid. I think if I was actually in a team where... Yeah, if we were in a team that was communicating, and it was just like super duper well organized and coordinated, she would be absolutely devastating. Granted, I'm not playing her very well, but her ability to hack certain targets is really obnoxious. So this means that for the people like... excuse me as I die. But for the people who play Hanamura and stuff like that, where they have really bad choke points, like King's Row, the first point, whenever you have those things that are normally Mei blocked and you just can't get through because literally Mei is just sitting there like, LOL, I'm going to hold this wall, you can now have a way to shut that down. You can play around it. You can even play around those chokes that are holding points. This is a really good... I can see why they put it as offense. I feel, honestly, like she plays a little bit more like a defense character does. Also, you cannot right-click. Interesting. You cannot right-click if you are shooting at someone. Like, you can't... They have to be independent actions. So I cannot be holding left click while right clicking. So that I'm spamming right click as I'm holding down left click does not work. But you see right there, like my hand came up right after that was done. I can, however, hold down right click, which is inclining me to believe that maybe they have some way, and I do get move really fast this way. All right, let's see. So she's actually a really good flanker. Whoa! Okay, and also it looks like my teleporter thing, my little beacon that I throw out there, it does not last forever. I thought it was actually an indefinite thing, but... Okay, that prevents you from doing really cheesy things. So this one right here, let's see how long it lasts, roughly. Oh wait, I think that's in the center. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, and also the range of hack is not really the greatest. That all said and done, this could actually be really devastating for a Reaper. Oh, it takes a while to hack too. Jeebus. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. So that's actually, it's a relatively long action. So you can't just be like, LOL, I'm hacking you and get wrecked by spam. That does take a while. It has to be very conscious. Oof. Okay, yeah, so that's rough. Okay, so she is definitely, I don't know, I actually would say that she has a really good way to defend herself, but I would label as a support. She's a good disabler. I would not consider her to be an offense hero, though. I mean, I can see why people think that. And from her functionality, she's definitely more offensively inclined. But I would not personally call her an offense hero. Interesting, but very tricky. So her gun doesn't do enough damage that you can just be like, LOL, I can duel you no matter what. But it's not weak enough where I'm just like, oh, this is, I'm shooting a pea shooter at someone. I'm kind of just done for. So interesting. Ooh, can you touch the point? No, you didn't get there in time. How? You look like you're on there. We can see that the HP does melt fairly well, but it's not nearly as good as having a tracer on your team for offense. So for damage, I don't know. I guess if you think of supports, most people don't really care if you're playing support if you don't have a heal. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But interesting. So I guess she would kind of kind of fits the slot that I would say like Junkrat, Hanzo, Mei kind of thing for those who play Mei more damagey. I think it fills that kind of slot. So it's just it's very weird. She feels really strange. I guess offense is the only place you could really put her in. That's a really awkward place considering, but I guess that's the only real thing you could do with it.
Hey there.
All right, so I'm gonna throw this down. I have 15 seconds to warp back to that point, so I have to have an engagement. Okay, so I still didn't get my hack off. Okay, there. We disabled her ability to fly. We disabled her ability to also put up the defensive matrix, which is nice. Okay, let's just rip her out of the mech. I hacked Diva out of mech with her wonderful 0 skills. Man, she's gonna rue the day that she crossed Sombra. Let me tell you. Let's hack the Reaper so we can't just Reaper away from us. Ooh, but he is not... Okay, I guess my shots were really off, but I honestly thought they weren't that far off. But let's see here. So let's stealth run, I guess, because the thing is she has a great way into a fight, but not a really great way out. So she kind of needs someone else to help her along. Let me actually try really, really hard right here to not be bad with aiming. Alright, so let me go heal up. Health packs is literally the only thing that she can do for herself. Okay, so she does melt people relatively well. As long as you can get close to them, she does okay. I keep on spamming F. I need to stop that. But she does relatively well in damage. I wouldn't describe her to be the best, but she's okay. She's comparable to the time to kill, I guess, of a soldier in some ways if you're really close to someone, but at that point you're gonna get murdered by just about anyone. Alright, so let me go ahead. Okay, I did get my hack off. Alright, so let's go ahead, hack that all up. Let me go ahead and shift away. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we're starting to, I think, get the hang of this. So I can contest, interestingly enough, I can contest like this. Alright, and let's see here. Let's just melt some people here. Oh, no! Okay, I hacked the Reaper. No! Oh, thank God. And did you see that little check mark above his head? I think I can actually see the status of their ultimates. Alright, let me just shred this D.Va. So she definitely does seem to be a little bit better equipped to deal with tank, or at least bigger characters. Characters that have big hitboxes, she really, really loves. But outside of that big hitbox, she's not the greatest. Unless, if your aim is really good, it's absolutely superb and you can win those duels, then I guess that's fine. But if you're the average Joe against other people, the average Joe on the other team who's not playing Sombra definitely has the advantage over you. Alright, so let me see here. Let's just EMP. Block out their ults. Alright, well I did manage to get my EMP off, but I don't know if that actually will accomplish anything with this group, unfortunately. I hope. I would certainly hope so. Alright, we dropped their Sombra, who has a really weird icon compared to D.Va. D.Va's is like a little 2D fun thing, and then you have Sombra who's like 3D, LOL. Alright, let's just melt her down. Alright, let's go back, grab a health pack real quick. So right there, what I should have done is I should have left a little teleport thing so I can get back into the fight really quickly. But that's okay. Alright, so let's go up here. Let's see if I can pull a good flank. Alright, let's go leave a TP thing there. Alright, and then warp away. Yeah, warp away from the danger. Definitely the way to go. Okay, well we've managed to block her skills. Alright, let's go ahead. Go super stealthy. Let's go ahead and hack this health thing. I want a health thing soon. Excellent. Ooh, it looks like they're doing a good number on our team right here. And I cannot hit a barnyard to save my life! Whew! That was rough-tastic, but that's going to probably be it for the match. Unless we get an absolute dope play out of D.Va here, who is nano boosted, so who knows, maybe. Maybe she'll end up pulling out something amazing from under the rug. Nope, does not look like it. We're losing people left and right. Woo! Not where I want to be! Let me tell you. Alright. So if I stay invisible, can I like stay invisible right over here? Oh, they're just randomly swinging their hammers! Not okay! Oh, come on! Okay, so she's also pretty good at delaying the point. That's interesting. Okay, so that's actually really... that's a mechanic I didn't expect. So you actually cannot expect to do that as an extended thing, right? You can't be like, okay, I'm going to leave my teleporter behind me. That was a big misconception that I had. I thought you could just leave your teleporter and be like, LOL, I'm going to retreat back to my base whenever I feel in danger. But because that's the way that works, it's actually not too bad at all. It's actually not too shabby. So tell you what, let's go ahead. Ooh, I got a card. Enemies EMP'd, 8 offensive assists. Heck yeah, I'm voting for myself. I'm a selfish little bugger. You better believe I'm voting for myself. Alright, so you know what? As I continue to die, let's go for one more match. Now that I understand how to play her, let's see how it feels whenever I actually play her, you know, quote-unquote correctly. Or at least my version of correctly, which probably is really crap, but at least it'll be an attempt. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll go look for another match, but here we go. Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, server closed to, but I can keep, okay. Alright, back for round 2. I'm joined by... No! Don't you re-instance! You stay in this... Okay, there we go. Alright, anyways. We're back. This is surprisingly hard to lock in Sombra. But we're back here now with the Shuri Wolf, Ashley, who is, I guess, back from her gypsy adventures playing other games after she realized that Overwatch was her only bae whenever I am here. Because that's just the way things work, darn it. So we're going to go ahead, try to play her on a capture point. I think, actually, Sombra will do much better on these capture point / payload maps. I do not think that she is well designed for King of the Hill, because King of the Hill is more of like direct combat. They're always focused on just killing people. near the hill, so it's kind of a little bit easier, I think, to pick people off.
Like
That said, I think she's better on offense than defense, but I could see how she could be very useful here. Look at my great spray, guys. It's actually wonderful. Oh my gosh, it's like the best spray ever. Also, coincidentally... Oh yeah, look at me. I'm such an edgelord. I am such an edgelord. Hey there. You want to be an edgelord with me? Look at her hair! How did she get her hair to be like that? It's like an icicle at the end. I don't know. Alright, anywho. So here's the real question. I'm going to try to be a little sneaky badger here. Okay, I'm going to stealth. I'm going to see if I can stand right here. Alright, we hacked Toblerone, who is absolutely a potato if he doesn't have his ability. Oh my god, I am so dead. Alright, well, anyways, I did manage to kill a Toblerone. I think I preempted her teleport a little bit too hard, which is no good. The nice thing about her shift, though, is that she does get back to the fight a little bit faster. It's a really seemingly small and marginal difference, but it is one that is, I think, important to realize about her. Because she does seem to play a little bit more calmly, I would say. Alright, let me go ahead. I'm going to hack this up just kind of preemptively. Let's see here. It looks like everyone's quitting because they just want to play Sombra. It's like, if I can't play Sombra, it's not worth playing at all. Oh my lord. Alright.
No.
It was at this particular point I was very thankful that I had that there. Whoa, mama, that is a lot of damage. Alright, let's hack up that. Okay, so she can still fly. So movement abilities aren't really all that badly affected by Sombra, it looked like. By badly, I mean at all. Oof. And she is a 200 health hero, right? 200, not armor mix, not shield mix, just a straight up 200 armor. So she is not exactly the tankiest of people. She's not squishy, but she's not tanky. She is kind of a very weird... It just feels so strange. I feel like almost that her gun needs to be given a little bit better range mechanic, if that makes sense. Like, the way that she interacts with range is not the greatest, I feel like. Alright, so, and there's actually a relatively generous amount of distance given. Ooh. Thank God for you. God bless you. Oh, and that's a molten core turret. Now, turrets, I believe, cannot see me. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I just hacked Toblerone again, which is not what I wanted to do at all. Alright, so let me go ahead, just quickly zip on back into the thick of things here. Okay, so I think they can tell whenever you do that to someone. They notice that they're being hacked. You can't just be like, LOL, I'm stealth hacking you, bro. Alright, let's go ahead, let's zip on back in. I think... Okay, so right here, ideally... Let's see here if I can do this right. So I'm going to throw that. I'm going to then warp in. I'm going to drop that. And then that should... It did work. So in theory, if I had a team that was there to actually follow up, that should have worked. So that's actually okay by me. So that's interesting. Okay, so she's good in very weird situations. I don't think she shuts off Bastion. That seems a little bit stupid that she would be able to do that, so I would imagine that she can't. Ooh, spooky dogs. Alright, let me go ahead. I'm going to throw that TP thing over there. Wow, my aim, not anywhere to be found. This Winston's like, I ain't going anywhere. Do you know what happens to the people? But let's go see. Let's go see over yonder. I think there is a Sombra over here somewhere. So you can kind of hold your right click out preemptively if you expect there to be someone to hack over there. That said, I don't know if that really makes the most sense. Alright, let's go ahead, super speed away. Grab the health pack. Let's get this hacked up so we can get this a little bit faster. That's a surprisingly useful thing. The only bad thing about that really is that you don't get the credit for like an ult or anything like that. It's a free thing, which is not the best. Ooh. Dang it. Okay, there's one thing I want to see if I can test out, which is can I hack through a shield? Like if Reinhardt has a shield up, can I hack him through that? I don't know the answer to that question. So let me see here.
Didn't see that coming.
But let me...
I might need this later. See you later.
Okay, interesting. And because it takes you some time to travel, I actually have an opportunity to run towards a thrown E. Now, can I just, like, stand here like a potato? I can. I don't know why I can, but I can. Alright, so let's go ahead and run up. I'm going to disable. Boom. Okay, that takes care of the turret. And let's just... No! I'm an invisible ghost. I'm a spooky ghost. I'm a spooky ghost! I'm dead. I'm a dead ghost. I'm a very dead ghost. Oh my goodness gracious me. But yeah, it's just, she's too team dependent, and obviously in quick play it's really random too, because a lot of people are leaving and going, but she definitely is a lot more team dependent than other people are. You can't just carry a match because you're playing Sombra, which is, I think that's a fine thing. I think that's completely fine and balanced. That invisibility though, I feel like it's both too strong and too weak. It feels that it's such a niche ability, it doesn't quite make sense in the context of things. Like, if you take a Tracer's shift, it has way more application than Sombra's shift does. Because it's only into a fight, not really out. But everyone else's movement skills are generally in and out, so I don't know if I quite understand the point of that. If she had like a whatever she shifts, she disengages CCE and any kind of damage that's on her, I would understand that, but it's literally just one way through. Oh, I got a card! Oh, that's so sweet. You know what? Let's stay in this lobby and let's see if we can get one more. Because if we can get this lobby to keep going, a Route 66 offense would be, I think, a good example of whether or not it would work well. Because I get the feeling that she is way better on offense. I feel like defense, she's not too hot. But we will see. Actually, you've been a quiet potato over there.
I've been doing bad.
Yeah, guys, it's... Oh, fudge! No! Why does this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Alright, guys, well, I guess that's it for the Sombra gameplay because of Soulglow here, who's a butthead. And I don't want to ruin their time because they're having funsies. So I'm going to go ahead and call it there for the episode, guys. Unfortunately, no more extra Sombra stuff. But definitely a cool character. Definitely, I still am fairly convinced that on offense she's going to be way better than on defense. But fun character. Will she be something that I regularly play? I don't know. Now that I'm like kind of thinking about the way that she works, I get that her E is both an escape and a way to get into a fight, but it's too specific, and especially in a quick play environment. I feel like in a competitive environment, I'll give her a lot more tries. I could see how she'd be way more valuable in that case, because I get to be like, hey, I hacked so-and-so, you know, focus on this or whatever. But in this case, I think that in quick play, probably not the greatest thing. Definitely on more competitive, or at least more stable matches, I think this should be really good. And higher level, like, not skill matches, but higher brackets. I'm going to call it skill, but that's not quite the right expression. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Take care, and ciao for now.